What's orange, white and red, and goes up and down?
We don't know. What's orange, white and red, and goes up and down?
Dean Lewington, sitting on Santa's lap, in a home kit, in a lift.
It's beautiful.
I have some texts and some tweets, or I think it's just text these ones, as my phone is telling me. Paul from Chesterfield has texted in to say that he's not to blame. Not him, it was probably wolves. Or jackals. Carl from MK1 has texted in to say that he's trying to find the right way to tell all of his players that they haven't got that weekend off after all. Peter Winky Winkleman has texted in to say that he's never stood in the way of a player wanting to further his career. Milton Keynes is a very can-do kind of place, and that it wasn't his fault. Wayne from Wolverton has texted in to say that he couldn't understand why we say back once we'd gone ahead against Preston. We just invited them onto us and we're lucky to come away with a point. And Tracy from Tinkersbridge says, loving your work, young Albie. You sound great tonight. And I agree, I do sound fabulous.
Very, very, very true. We'll see if anyone else happens to mention that throughout the course of the evening.
They will.
They may do. Yeah, okay. All right.
Join me, Gary Fitz, every Monday night, 10 o'clock.
Leading the fight, one man fate has made indestructible. His name,
Gary Fitz here.
2 hours of the coolest tunes, every Monday night, 10 o'clock.
Football. We had a match on Saturday. Hands.
Lack of hand.
No hand.
No hand.
Hand. Once again, I'm keeping the whatever it is.
It helps when we do a football programme that one of us goes and actually watches some football.
I can remember at some point at the start of the season there was an away match there was an away match I was contemplating going to, and you said, you'll go. You always go.
Yeah.
2 this year for me.
That's feeble. I think I've missed 3 this
Yeovil
season.
this year you've definitely missed.
I missed Yeovil, I missed Chesterfield at the start, and I missed Sheffield United. I don't know.
And you also missed Chesterfield at home on the last Saturday because
that didn't happen.
No, that's right.
The match with no name, I think, is technically no, that doesn't work. All right. Well, look, what do we know about it? Should I tell you how great it was?
Yeah, go on.
If you
Treat
like.
us.
It was a great day out, to be honest. It's a really nice, friendly club. We got there. Joe and I drove up. Nice, pleasant journey. I won't go into too much detail about that.
I've seen you in the old picture. You and your beautiful wife.
We do seem to quite often get
always
in the picture.
crop up.
Yeah. I mean, when you bear in mind how many thousands of fans they've got to
I
take
know,
pictures of,
yeah.
how I end up there, I don't know. It actually works out because Joe essentially likes to sit and I like to stand. So we're normally at the front of wherever people are standing, which means I'm just getting in the pictures, whatever, going, woo, hello. Yeah, really friendly guys. I mean, just walking around the stadium, talking to the programme sellers, talking to the lottery ticket guys, and they're just happy to chat away about anything. Really nice ground, like it. It's my first trip, so I really wanted to do it this season.
I've been a few years ago, and I really enjoyed it. It was 1-1, so similar to the other day, and it was a great day out. It was to Tom Finney's 90th birthday. That was.
Okay.
It was a great day out. Played a game of football on the park opposite the ground with a few Preston lads, and it was great.
I didn't realise how far away that was till I looked on the old map.
I didn't. I was expecting it to
quite
be about an
surprised,
hour less.
Because my lad was going by coach, and he says, "Oh, it leaves at 8:30," and I goes, "I'm leaving at 8:30 to get there." And when you look at it, you think, "Oh, right, I can see why it's leaving at 8:30 now."
Yeah.
It's quite a distance.
It's a hell of a
Just
trek.
a bit of geography there for everyone.
Thank you very much. So if you just to clarify, Preston is a long way away.
A bit further away. No, actually, the technical term is a bit further away than I thought it was.
That's very true, yeah.
I
Which
just
is a
say-
very relative term.
Yeah.
Can I just say, Cowshed Dan has just tweeted something to add into this conversation. And he
Go on,
says,
Cowshed
as
Dan.
part of this, he says, Ali, ooh, MKD.
It was. I tell you what, it was gorgeous. There was a point where the Ali Ali Ooh song that Mr. Young Albie, is very fond of, but pretends he isn't.
That's a great way of saying it, actually.
Sounded absolutely fantastic.
It was very loud on the radio, actually, for taking a rubbish support, in the words of Preston North End supporters.
And it was in the build-up to the goal as well. And it was just gorgeous. There was something weird. You know, sometimes it just sounds warmer.
Yeah,
there was a bit where it just hit the right zone, the right level, and everyone just kept it going for ages, and it just sounded fantastic.
The problem I have with that song is the fact that you can't sing it, just a few of you. If you're going to sing it, you have to have a loud vocal support while singing it. If we carry on singing it and it catches on a bit like the we love you chant, then great, fantastic. But when we started singing it against Chesterfield in a game that never actually happened, it was a bit, as I would describe in the Lexicon of Chav, a bit dead out.
Dead out. Oh, that's good. We haven't had that one yet, have we?
No. Next
I can
year.
sense it coming soon.
Next year. As for the game, Dele Alli was rubbish, wasn't he?
Well, this is that thing. It's very difficult to equate the match I watch sometimes with the match that people hear on the radio. I know
because you
all
watch
the guys,
it and we listen to it.
well, yeah, but no, all the guys on Three Counties big fans of this show, obviously. But sometimes, I think you need to get off the players' backs. Apparently, they were giving Dele a hard time.
Yeah, we're saying that he should have been subbed. He maybe shouldn't have started.
And I don't think he set the match alight in any way, shape, or form. But that was it. And just because he doesn't set the match alight doesn't mean he's necessarily having a bad game.
If you were listening to that, which I was, you would have thought that he was having an absolutely appalling game. Really, that's how bad it was.
I mean, it's difficult because quite often you can miss a player having a terrible match, and I certainly didn't notice him, but I didn't notice anyone else who was there picking up on him in particular as having had a bad game.
Well, put it this way, nobody's mentioned it elsewhere about how bad he was.
No,
I thought he was pretty bad.
But other than you, no one else has mentioned.
But you're an idiot.
I am.
That's a fair point. Yeah.
I would say actually though, leading 1-0 at half time, I was very pleased to go in at 1-0. But I would have said before the game, I'll be delighted to come away with a point from Preston.
That's absolutely right. I would have been chuffed to bits with the point at the start,
and especially how the game sounded in the second half as well. We sounded a bit on edge more often than not, and I think a point away at Preston is a fantastic result actually, especially if we win our next league game, which I think Oldham, is it not, on Saturday? So I
believe it is. Yeah,
I'm going to that.
I'm going to that as well. It's weird, that one. Home game, yeah. Everyone going.
And everybody's home game.
It was. I think the thing that I found really fascinating, to be honest, was I thought defensively in the air they really picked up on our problem. I think we're in the nicest possible way. I think sometimes we're bloody awful in the air.
What was that bloke like? Not the one you've written down here. The other one that's famous. I can't think of his name now.
Kevin Davis.
Yeah. I'm really keen on him.
Missed a number of rather a number of open goals. Him and Beckford between them should have we should have lost 6 or 7-0.
That is the way it came across, to be honest.
When they took him off, they were cheating when Beckford was subbed, weren't they?
Yeah.
Sounded like it.
He's played for them for 3 games and they're really cheering him off. As for Kevin Davis, he has not scored in 30 plus games.
Really?
Now, if that was
I like him now.
if that were us on any other year than this year, he would have broken that duck on Saturday.
If that were us in any other year, we'd have probably signed him.
Yeah. Kevin Davis is a fantastic footballer.
Can you play on the wing?
I've followed him since he was a lad, and I'm really pleased that he's come to join us at the club because he can really contribute. Yeah. Apparently, there's a weird tinny feedbacky sound, like we're all in a giant tin can.
Well, we're not.
We are not,
and it's empty.
Yes, it used to have
Who says
alcoholic
that?
beverages
Who's
in it.
saying that?
That's Diane from Liverpool.
She's always got something.
She's the one that's in the tin can.
Have you considered it might be you that's in a tin can?
Bloody cheap head.
Miss Diane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, look, what is there to say about it? I thought it was a fantastic result to get. I was frustrated in that once we got the goal, we showed little ambition from that point onwards. We really didn't. We were settling for a point, really, from the point at which we went ahead, and certainly after they conceded. Having said that, we could have snuck it in the last couple of minutes.
I was just about to say that. And there was a Darren Potter shot and a Daniel Powell effort. Just after they'd scored, about 5 or 10 minutes after we'd very much against the run of play, had a chance. They said on the radio that we should have scored.
Yeah, there were 2. One was Potter. I can't remember who the other one was. I don't think it was Powell, but it was one of those. We could have snuck it at the end, which would have been a real travesty, but it would have been really funny. But definitely. To get a point from a game like that, I'm chuffed to bits. I don't care. I think that.
No, I'm very, very content with the point.
If we can take points off of teams like that away from home,
definitely,
we're going to keep staying.
I think that's the difference
there or thereabouts
between last year, isn't it? We're beginning to do this now. We're winning ugly, and we're taking points off of those around us.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a good point. At one point, I had the old Sky Live thing up, and we were second at one point. It was great to see that.
Well, our lot did their usual thing, got absolutely confused, and the moment we've scored, started singing, "We are top of the league."
Nearly.
I tried to get a "We are not top of the league" going, but no one was having it.
League.
Yeah, we are second in the league. Okay, all right. I think we'll probably talk about some other stuff in a while, but for now, there's a show coming up in a while, and this is it.
Sound the big thing now.
Hi, blessings to each and every one of you. Join me, Darren Hoy, with the Reggae Takeover Show for 2 hours of the finest reggae vibes, each and every Wednesday, 9 through to 11 p.m, here on Seclo Sounds. Don't miss out on your weekly Sunshine Fix, featuring roots, rude boy, dub, lovers rock, ska, one drop, and much, much more. So go on, give your sound system a treat. Join me, wind down low, and skank the night away. One love. That's Wednesdays, 9 through to 11 p.m, live on Seclo Sounds.
Get your top, Mr. Selector.
Okie cokey, smoky, jokey. That's that, I can't think of anything else that rhymes with that. Anyway, following that first rollercoaster section of the show, it's now time to slow things down a little bit. So ease back and relax for some more of you regulars. It's time now for your special M&S Finest Range Christmas edition of the Lexicon of Chav. Chav like that.
Chavmas is good.
We find out what the added Brussels sprouts, bacon and chestnuts bob will feature forecast, and that's easy for me to say, will be. And finally in this slice, all wrapped up in tinsel, waving his baubles everywhere, Pootsy swings by the studio with another proper fandom, Roll Tide, for all you to enjoy. That's good, that.
Roll Tide. So, I mean, this is beautiful. You're not paying enough for this, listening public.
This just in. Following the FA decision to punish Chesterfield by asking all MK Dons fans to pay to attend an extra match, Club Business Supremo Andrew Call Me Andy Cullen has taken the opportunity to announce the latest in his long run of Big Days Out. The Deja Vu Big Day Out will allow anyone who attends the Friday night replay against Chesterfield to experience the uncomfortable experience of having been here before, not in a vague, distant sense, but in a genuinely, actually have been here before kind of way. More on this once we've discovered some more interesting ways to punish Chesterfield by asking our fans to pay more.
Text. James from Preston texts in to say that he's really looking forward to the Chesterfield replay, and he's got that bit. And he's got just that bit too much spare cash at the moment. What with it being Christmas and all that. Mick from Emerson Valley texts in to say that he's lost out on a 6-way accumulator thanks to the original Chesterfield result, and is presuming that the FA will be asking Dons fans to put their hands in their pockets to compensate him for his losses. In from MK1 texts in to say, Gaffer, Gaffer, Gaffer! Lisa from Newport Pagnell texts in to say, I don't tend to know what I'll want to drink and at what time I want to drink it 3 or 4 days ahead of a match, though I would be willing to pretend if the drinks continue to be free. And Gorg from Wolverhampton has texted in to say, so I'm able to play in the replay.
It actually says, so am I able to play in the replay, which is kind of... Anyway, Doug, thanks for joining. We're really pleased you're here.
You can contact us now by refusing to shop between now and the new year, then waking up on Christmas morning trying to convince yourself that if a sausage, 2 gherkins and half an aubergine are good enough for Jesus, then they'd be good enough for you too. Alternatively, you can use more conventional methods. You can contact us on Facebook, and we're at facebook.com/the MooCamp. You can tweet us using the hashtag the MooCamp during the show. You can email us at radio@moocamp.com. You can text 80085, but remember to start your message with, we let in light and we banish shade, or whatever it is they say, or else it won't reach us. Or you can text direct to the studio on 07848 930 396.
Thank you. Just a quick update. Diane from Liverpool says freaks. I don't know who she's talking about.
It's a good record, that, actually.
Tin Can Freaks.
The Lexicon of Chav. Of Chav.
Ho ho ho, and welcome to the Lexicon of Chavmas, where each week, but this week in particular, we educate you, yes you, the educated elite, into the ways of the feral underclass that seemingly run our planet by providing you detailed translations of common street talk. This week, I actually chose this one, and the phrase under scrutiny is Mandem. Common usage. Me and Mandem going up in, swear down is going to be bare mess up. Definition. My very good friends and I